finish you on Monkey. He had me off the map, by the way, chat, but he wanted to finish me off.
Luke, can you shut your little ass up? Can you shut your ass up and see your little monkey ass in the corner? Monkey ass in the corner.
Yo, Salt, this region is actually full of M words, bro. Like,
what? Another day, another streamer slash community being exposed for having awful takes and blatant racism. This week, Marvel Rivals creators Simi and ImperatorFPS got into some drama over a controversy that happened in game. This all started when the two matched against each other in a competitive game, and Imperator compared the Spider-Man player to a monkey or a low IQ animal, and continued to double down on these claims even after his chat, and Simi himself brought this up and said he was black and that this could be seen as racist and harmful.
yes, exactly. Simi is embarrassed by you guys. You guys think it's on a personal level. It's just content creator shit. It's just banter. You guys look like... Oh, I can't say monkeys, guys. Sorry. You guys look like... monkeys are on top of the animal society, but if you put them in front of a lion like me, what can I do? See? The lion does not fear. The lion does not fear the animal society smartness terms, okay? The lion breaks those terms, okay? The lion is on top. See, listen. If a monkey climbs on a tree, it means he's smart. He knows how to utilize his surroundings. But the lion will just rip apart that tree. The lion will break the tree.
The Rivals community genuinely suffers from one of the most toxic and controversial gaming communities, and the divide in the discourse between these two really shows this to be true. My take on this is twofold. One, as a content creator, I believe Imperator should have at least apologized once he was told the context of how his actions could have been harmful and could be taken the wrong way. We know Imperator is from the EU, and obviously they have different views and beliefs on race and other cultures. But despite this, Imperator should at least know the gravity of what calling a visibly black content creator a monkey could entail in the future, and when pressed about it, shouldn't double down. Another thing, why are people using clips of Simi to justify what Imperator is saying?
Luke, can you shut your little ass up? Can you shut your ass up and see your little monkey ass in the corner? Monkey ass in the corner.
These two things are not mutually exclusive and should be seen and analyzed under two different lenses for transparency. We have to remember, we don't all live and exist in the same cultural and social spaces, and things that are said and can be said in some spaces cannot be said in others. And when we participate in a melting pot that is an online community, you have to be mindful and respectful of all these different groups concurrently.
Alright, so apparently more drama in the Marvel Rivals community. 1. Monkey is not inherently racist. Now, Monkey can be racist, called me racial slurs. Simi was dropping racial slurs in reference to someone in this entire thing in general. Racism cannot be bad, but only okay when you're the one partaking in the racism. Either it's bad all of the time, or it's not bad. If Simi was so offended by Monkey saying that it's racist, he should not turn around and then call a different black creator a monkey. That just makes you look like a hypocrite. But
2. I've seen clips of black content creators take Imperator's side and subsequently got called a rocket raccoon, if you know what that means. Luke the Ninja, a Nigerian content creator, spoke up in defense of Imperator and said that he should not feel the need to apologize to Simi, as he did not mean what he said in a racial context, yet racially charged it still is. As a result, he was called a raccoon and called out by Simi and his community.
Got this stupid bastard boy speaking insanities and then trying to play the victim.
The black friend. Here's the black friend. Here's the black friend. Here's the fucking. Bro, get your coon ass out of here, nigga. Get out of here.
He said the only thing that matters is the feelings of the person getting insulted. That's why even though Imperator didn't mean it badly, it still doesn't matter in his perspective and he should still apologize. Yet in the next 14 breaths, he says all these insanities. Whenever I talk, this fucking moron contradicts himself in every other sentence to make his dumbass view look correct.
You're just like the little black friend. You're just a little fucking. Get your little token ass out of here. You're just a little black friend. Just fuck up token. Shut the fuck up token. Shut the fuck up token.
But then you're going to say the exact same slur to a dark-skinned man. And once again, this was on top of multiple other terrible slurs that I can't even put in my video. So the only way that you can defend Simi in this situation is if you genuinely believe that he cannot be racist to other dark-skinned people. Which unfortunately for Simi would not make sense because he calls Capone racist quite a bit.
What I find interesting is that black content creators think and believe they have the ability and right to use what they believe to be slurs to other black people. it comes off as insensitive and reduces the point you are trying to make. For example, Capone and Simi have gotten into altercations over TikTok before in the past, and in doing so, they have said or insinuated racially charged terms against each other. This is essentially saying that Capone can call Simi a monkey just by the virtue of them sharing the same race. This is an online digital platform. Unless a person's face reveals, you can't verify the races of anyone in this space. So couldn't anyone call you anything unless you know for a fact they aren't what they say they are? Anyways, I understand the basis of what people are trying to say, but it is a slippery slope that only gets worse unless checked. For example, another content creator by the name of Psycho got into a beef with Quad, and their community subsequently bashed him with racial slurs and other derogatory messages, yet Psycho is black. Should this be allowed? Someone please explain this in a way that makes sense.
That whole Simi situation really just showed me that there's a lot of dumbass niggas inside of this Marvel Rivals community who don't take racism seriously at fucking all. That when Simi, it's the fact that when Simi came to the nigga and said, oh, don't call me a monkey, I don't like that, there's racial implications behind calling black people a monkey. It's the fact that the nigga doubled down and continuously said, no, I'm not apologizing for that. Continuously not apologizing, calling a nigga a monkey. That's racist. It don't matter if you admit it or not. That shit still has racial implications towards black people. So the fact that you doubled down and didn't apologize, nigga, what the fuck? And then that just leads to more people being like, oh, it's okay to call black people monkey. I didn't mean it that way.
Nah, the Simi situation really is crazy because why didn't bro just fucking apologize? You're from EU. Okay, we get it. You say monkey in EU. But in America, monkey has a different racialized context that Simi tried to convey to you, and you want to be ignorant and say, oh, bro, don't be sensitive, bro. Don't be sensitive, bro. You Americans don't say. Just fucking apologize.
This is random, but I need to know where Simi got his name from. If you know biology and Latin terms, simia or simian means ape or monkey. And I first learned this watching The Amazing World of Gumball as a kid, through their teacher, Ms. Simian, seen as an aggressive and antagonistic character in the show. This leads me to my next argument about the deep-rooted racial history of comparing black people to monkeys and why it is frowned upon, and how echoes of the past still remain today. This article, titled Comparing Black People to Monkeys, has a long, dark simian history by Dr. Hund explains it perfectly. The article argues that comparing black people to monkeys is not a harmless insult, but part of a long, violent history of simianization rooted in European racism.
Oh, that movie Planet of the Apes with Mark Wahlberg.
The remake, yeah.
Well, yeah, they're both racist to me, man. And then I see the new one, I'm thinking this is a more progressive time. This will not be as racist. And then they had the apes was setting the dinner. Yeah, I'm not even making this up. They was eating watermelon. I was like, oh, come on, man.
For centuries, Western philosophers, churches, scientists, and popular media, from colonial myths to King Kong and Tarzan, depicted Africans as ape-like to justify slavery, colonialism, and the belief that black people were less human. These dehumanizing stereotypes portrayed black people as dangerous, hypersexual, and animalistic, reinforcing white supremacy and shaping global attitudes. The piece stresses that this legacy still shows up today in everything from racist sports taunts to online monkey jokes, making it clear that such language participates in a deep, centuries-old pattern of racism rather than innocent humor. Whether or not you think Imperator is justified, we shouldn't let a precedent of calling black people monkeys become the norm. Realistically, why are we even debating this? Don't call black people monkeys. Don't make racial jokes to people who aren't comfortable with you. And don't set a precedent to your community that this behavior is okay, as they will take it to the extreme. And next thing you know, all black content creators will be called racist, derogatory jokes. All people should be able to express themselves, and obviously he may not have had a racist belief when he made this joke or statement, but the context of what he says can be interpreted in ways he doesn't understand. All this man had to do was apologize.
Yo, Salt, this region is actually full of M-words, bro. Like,
What? Hello?
No.
Yo, Brandon, I heard you're popping off on Twitch. You're gonna keep up the grinds, and you're doing good work, man. I'm cheering for you.